friends, and welcome to a video where we're just gonna be me and my dad just playing Madden. And he's probably gonna kick my butt because I suck at it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get this. Wait. Okay. I don't know, what is the color rush? See if I can make my own color rush. Yeah, I can. Is there any more blue things? You know the Jaguars?
Cause we thinking the same thing. We on the same page cause we sipping the same drink.
Might be copyrighted music. I'm pretty sure it's copyrighted. Crap! No. Probably are gonna get copyrighted for this, so I'm just gonna. Come on. Go, Dad. Hey, can't hear it. There we go. No. Can't. Well, I'd probably pick the Ravens. Because that's my favorite team. Everybody's gonna. Probably might get really mean. Give me low games so I don't have to constantly keep talking all this copyrighted music. Ba na. Oh wow, good for you. I just had a tournament and I lost. Yeah, okay, no more copyrighted music. This is copyrighted
for today's game. We've got two quarterbacks looking to make an
impact.
So
only you trying to sell
going up against the Jaguars. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles.
This is kind of old because I know that Madden 18 is coming out. Quiet so you guys can hear it.
AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Guyton. And you know, Charles, as Larry pointed out in the open, got a couple of great quarterbacks set to square off here this afternoon. That ball's probably going to be flying all over the place, isn't it?
Oh, without a doubt. And the game has never been more quarterback-centric than it is now. And both of these teams have top-flight signal callers.
All right, here we go. Let's just keep going.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
He barely even went down.
And now we get ready for Jacksonville to take the field on offense. Blake Bortles this year accounted for 22 turnovers, 16 interceptions, and 6 fumbles, and just all around for the Jags.
You know what I just noticed? He's still wearing the same uniform as he was in
the Jags to make a jump and actually contend for a playoff spot. And of course, a lot of people thought that Blake Bortles would be leading them. And I remember talking with a personnel guy in the league before this season and talking about the season Bortles had in 2015. And he said to me, yeah, take a closer look at it. A lot of the success he had when they were down 14 points or more. I want to see him in some tighter games. It didn't happen this year. He's got a lot of work to do to get back to being that rising star.
There's Chris Ivory with his first carry. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it.
I don't know
and yet you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
All right, let's do this. It wasn't random, just coach suggestions.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, Bortles. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The veteran tight end, Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. And it's second down. And for this offensive unit that we'll see here in just a second, T.J. Yeldon is certainly someone to mention.
Came out of Alabama with a lot of attention, but earned it. This guy is better and better at a lighter weight. Shifty back who can finish with power.
Alright, let's do this. I like the little cameras in it, and just like the details how it does it.
Play clock winding down. Play clock all the way to 0. Didn't get the snap off. 5-yard penalty.
And you see the head coach writing that note on his play sheet right now. He's going to be addressing that with his staff. A sense of urgency. Get to the line of scrimmage. Snap the ball.
Still second down.
See ya.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long.
No, I can just read the comments on the side.
Bortles to throw on second down. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Kyle Williams in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
All right.
On third and long, it's Bortles. And he finds Julius Thomas. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And all the way down to the 26.
I know they have good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on third and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side.
I know you guys know about
to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays.
Totally accurate battle simulator.
Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Oh my gosh.
On second down, here's Bortles. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. Here's the 11 starters on defense for Buffalo. And the new coaching staff really coming in. They can look at 2 numbers, kind of yin and yang. They're good against the pass, 6th in the league. 29th, though, against the run.
Well, if you look at this new coaching staff, that has taken over in Buffalo and traced their past, it starts with them stopping the run, because they are a very aggressive, blitz-happy type of a group, but it only begins with stopping the run first. So I expect that number to improve in 2017 for Buffalo. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Throwing his Bortles on third down. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
Interception.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham.
Oh, that was Mac.
Turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Here's the first carry from the shot.
Oh, come on. There was a hole everywhere.
Lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, they're playing it so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
I don't have to play that right.
It's already second and 12. The defense hoping to push them back
That play
more.
was clear a hole.
Now Taylor.
Oh,
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Dante Fowler in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
a play.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I know the object for us when we call games is to be neutral, but I have to tell you, I am rooting so hard for Sammy Watkins to have an injury-free next season, just to see everything that he can do and give himself the best opportunity so that we can see it.
Yeah, over the last 2 years, he's missed 11 games. It's tough. The one bright spot for him, though, is Clemson Tigers did win the national championship.
I forgot my best player. I forgot Odell. That's why I chose this team.
The Bills in possession. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
Oh, come on. I don't know why I picked this team. Do I have any good players? Do you know? I don't know.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Taylor to throw on second down.
It ain't the run. It's an interception. Not a run. God dang it.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Hit as he threw it. Charles, that ball's got to come out quicker.
It does, and the way that happens, know where you need to go with the ball in pre-snap. Has to read the coverage, has to have a great idea so he knows he can get rid of it right now to an open receiver.
Because he had no back in there to protect him with that 5-wide set.
So you know what, you become your own blitz control because you've got to deliver the ball and know you're going to get hit.
The drive begins with a run by Ivory. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Only
First
3
down.
there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll come out in the pistol. Bortles now on first down. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Here we go. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Ace. Ace.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Black 58, black 58.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Bortles to throw on second down. And that's incomplete.
Should have had that, man.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
From the gun on third down, Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. Fighting him off. Straight right through the trash. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. They set up the screen to Ivory. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They come up in an offset eye. On second down, here's Yeldon. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Now Bortles caught out left side by Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Minute 57 to go in this first half.
Why does it look like everything just went to fog and the guy's talking quieter?
We'll be back after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with Larry Ridley for highlights and analysis of our first half of play. Now, not too many highlights yet, at least in terms of scoring plays, that is.
Yeah, but hang in there. We might get something these last 2 minutes.
I'm gonna pick my plays. Take my keep it set up.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
That was well defended, and while his completion
here,
resulted in a loss of yardage, it's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Throwing his Bortles on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's go.
Holding offense.
So on fourth down, on comes the Jaguars' Jason Myers now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 53. And this
He was running so fast too. I could have literally just stayed there and went.
This will remain a scoreless game.
Oh, I gotta be that guy again. Look at him.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Yeah, here come the Bills. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what
That's like my number one pass.
Remember the good part, forget the
That is like my number one.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers.
What?
They're the ones that have to determine run or pass
Say,
and get to the proper places on the field.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Watkins alone on the left side. Now Taylor, he's going to look deep for, and this is taken out the 5.
Let's go! Touchdown, baby!
Touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 39 yards. And the Bills are in for 6. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle.
It's in.
Hit him
The kick is good. 7-0 game.
Keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
That's probably not even the word. Get the people now.
Do we still want to try one if we're in that position?
All right, let's pick our
plays. The answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now Bortles.
Oh, come on. You should have had that.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl. Traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early.
Boop. What's that? Hey.
The early predictions for that one, who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no.
Quarter and
I think
like
Seattle.
58 seconds
starting
left.
to get near that maybe last run with their defense. But Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jerry Hughes in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A final shot before half for Bortles. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report.
There is halftime.
Hey, Charles, you give me water. Jeez, Chuck, they cut off the halftime show again. Quicker than anticipated, ready for the start of the second half.
You're going to be playing as the Orioles? I'll be playing as the Boston Red Sox.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Whoa, what? It's already dead. Hold on.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked.
What? Huh? I just got
in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a
sack by 1 finger. I've never heard such a thing. No, I'm not. What that is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Super Sonic. Hurry up.
Watkins alone on the left side. Taylor. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
Oh, you juked right into his hands.
Down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Oh, shoot. I forgot.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, it's Taylor. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out.
Hold on to the ball, bruh.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10.
Oh.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I'm
Charles
sick.
Clay is tight end, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides.
Oh, come on.
Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and his guys are going to get the football at the
Did you see my receiver? When I went to tackle, there was like some green thing on him.
That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about
like he had like a rage or something.
And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
He
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's
Push
how he's
him
going to play
back.
this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Well, they're going to speed things up here.
Leg left. How that?
On 2nd down, here's Bortles.
Nope. Get that out of here.
There, it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game.
It's still the 3rd quarter.
They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
I'm trying to.
Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers.
What?
1 tight end.
Yeah, Jake from State Farm.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Oh, you could've.
When everything is in sync on defense, it means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal.
No, I'm the Buffalo
Bills.
Bills.
In one spot, this person may have them, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have them. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open
You should have loved it.
They've made it tough on them all game
Or a
Here's
touch
Brad
pass.
Nortman now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Whip.
Now it's Tate.
Oh gosh, no.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo
this one time,
set to take over here.
it was just all out of instinct. What happened was,
on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they were.
I was just grabbed the punt, and it was just like, got it.
You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense.
What?
Instead, they turn the ball over.
He's sending me invitations.
See if they can avoid doing it here.
Jake, play the show. What?
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
I'm actually confused.
Gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are
I'm very confused
you
right
almost
now.
forget that someone has to
I
carry
didn't
the ball
run
to
that
gain
play.
the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught by Williams. And he's brought down. 14 yards that
Are
time
you
for
still
number
watching?
14.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better
What
looks that
play
he'll
should
get.
I pick?
But he has to be careful not to wait too
How about
long.
I'll
And those receiver
pick-
wander into some tough
Oh,
territory.
Hail Mary,
If he's
okay.
late with the ball,
Hail
he
Mary
gets receiver
said, Hail
hit,
Mary
and he'll
said,
hide.
hike.
Now a first down carry
The
here
owl.
for McCoy. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Gosh dang it.
Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop a fold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys,
1 minute
you
in the
talk about those
third.
defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Oh wait, I don't have to.
Watkins alone on the left side. Taylor will throw.
Oh,
Blitz
come
coming,
on.
down he goes. The corner
You
blitz
ain't
gets there as
got
he
Bill
goes down
right
for a
on your
loss of
chest.
7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Taylor over the middle and caught
Oh!
by the tight end play.
Come on, why
And
did
he
you
gets
get
this one
him?
all the way down inside the 20-yard
I was so
line.
close. There was a gap and everything. Yeah, the game made me juke. Skip
Back
it.
now in
I
Jacksonville.
want to see this again.
It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the
5 more
fourth
minutes.
quarter.
You from now.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their
Bully,
defense
bully.
maybe on their heels. They come up in an offset eye. They'll pitch it out to McCoy. And he'll wind up losing yardage
like
here
the
back
the
at
auto
the
thing.
21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now it's Taylor. His throw caught right around
No!
the 6. That one good
Right
for
at
17
field!
yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner
I should've
route,
dodged.
you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether
I
it's a
should've known.
linebacker or a defensive back.
Yeah.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
So they're operating in the red zone.
Go, go, go.
Now Taylor. And they're going to get to the sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
It's second and goal.
Telvin Smith able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
No! You're not even paying attention!
Watkins, the intended receiver.
Come
And it'll bring
on,
up
no
third
one's paying
down.
attention.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Here's Taylor to throw. This is caught.
First down! That's it! That's it! Yay! Oh,
Sammy Watkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
You can't hear me? Wait, are you using your other controller now? It's live from PlayStation, that's the thing.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away.
Dang it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
No.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
3 more in the fourth quarter, 3 minutes and 15 seconds left.
Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I guess what? I beat my family twice, and
sometimes it's another
the home
player on
run
the team,
derby.
a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's
Chris Ivory off to the races. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Ivory, 83 yards. And the Jaguars are back with a score. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up.
Oh, what the heck is he so slow?
Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
Three minutes and 4 seconds in football time. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. On the return, it's Brandon Tate. And he'll take this
Probably get
across the
crushed
25,
by everyone else.
a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense.
What place did you get in this?
They exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it into Watkins, and it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play,
Who's still not our left tackle?
Watkins alone on the left side. On 3rd down, Taylor. And this is caught. That's Watkins.
Make the grocery.
Sammy Watkins, 73 yards.
2 minutes and 39 seconds.
The Bills will extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back,
I just scored a touchdown. So what are you?
A guy who runs the football.
He juked both of them. That was so good.
Catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Going for the kick. Going for the kick. Going for the kick.
Taylor going to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It was just a 2-point conversion.
What are you going to put on him? Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Here's the Bills
2 minutes and 39
seconds.
seconds.
They will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
On second down, Ivory. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be
2 minutes left.
So it's Jaguar football here as we
It's gonna take like 2 minutes.
And let's see what
Totally.
they come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The play clock's running down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I can't.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch,
chicken
looked good
nuggets.
doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Oh, if he would have went like, what? Like stick his feet all the way back.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go, here we go. Right, 20.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the
Get
pressure
it!
right. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with
He was
such
under
little
pressure.
time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
Here's the Jaguars defense as they get ready to set up shop. Their secondary, their whole defensive unit really struggling. They've given up 3 touchdown passes. That last drive was dominant through the air against them.
They found something that was working for them on offense, and they just kept going to it, just kept throwing the
Boink.
football. So that means an entire overhaul on the defensive side. They need more pressure on the quarterback, and obviously need tighter coverage on the receivers.
See if they can get that tighter coverage.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on 1st down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot.
And that's caught. Watkins, touchdown Buffalo. Sammy Watkins, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They start throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Here's the Bills' kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Yoink.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the
My
Bills
eyeballs.
defense now as they head out to defend here.
So much to
They
do,
played
so much to
excellent.
say.
Another stop here would just be the icing on the cake.
You definitely want to finish things off the way it's gone throughout the day. And it's gone awfully well for them. They don't want to give up any type of a fluke, any type of a big play here. That'll leave a bad taste in their mouth as they go in and celebrate.
Yeah, they want that good cake taste, right?
No doubt about it. That's 6-layer cake.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He finds Hearns left side.
Push him out.
13 yards there on the play and a fresh set it down.
So much to do, so
I
much
like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Flag.
Incomplete.
Holding offense.
You don't know what play to pick? Is that coming in? Is that coming in?
Bortles will try again on 2nd down.
Sploosh.
He is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Jerry Hughes charging hard for that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12.
Is what?
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense
Cover
to
3,
attack
sky
a screen?
press.
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Sets up the screen to Robinson.
He jumped out! He jumped out! He jumped out!
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because you know, most defense there's 3 levels: D-line, linebacker.
I can't control him. I can't control
Screen
him.
pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them, and then you throw the ball over their heads, and now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a
watch
guy
it.
running with the football.
Oh.
In the red zone this time. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hold on.
Lose yardage
Hold
here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the
Hold
line.
the line. Hold it. Hold it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is
Seconds.
always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable, as he'll go for it on 4th and goal.
And the start coming in, they won't start coming. I'm gonna go for it.
Now Bortles.
Get
in!
Yeah!
Complete. 7 seconds remaining. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And it would appear the Bills are going to win the football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So much to do. Ooh, yay.
And not great starting field position here for the offense.
And he hits that coming in 1 second.
Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a
and
loss
that's
of 2.
game.
Second down.
Yeah, okay.
Finish game.
Okay, guys, that was just basically it for this day. It was just a little fun video, just playing a game with my dad. And if you did like it, smack that like button, break it, I don't care. And tell a dog, tell a neighbor, tell a cat, tell a rat, tell a person, I don't care. Just at least look at my channel, just watch it a little, or just subscribe. And of course, hope you guys have a squishy, slimy day. Okay, goodbye.